this is the situation I am working with today. I have a bunch of trash I have to take out. I got new plants yesterday, so I have all the trash everywhere. And my big plant was on this table. I moved some stuff around. My computer is no longer here because I like these shelves, but I am so afraid that one day they will fall on my computer because my cats get up here. So I moved all of this different stuff up here, some of my books, because I also needed more shelf space, and I put all my plants up here because they look better there. But this is the mess that I am working with today. So my goal is to get all of this cleaned up and get my office up and running. There's a ton of trash on my desk. Like, I have a milkshake from last night that we went to Red Robin for our anniversary, and I tried to finish it and I couldn't finish it. So I'm gonna clean because my house looks like, well, my office looks like crap. But that is it. My office is 100% clean. I want to get a rug for in here, but that'll come later. But yeah, everything, just my air plants, everything is all nice and clean. All my posters are hung up, my calendar, got my new terrarium. But yeah, it's all in its own place. It is finally done. Everything is organized. Hey guys, long time no see, although it's been like weeks since I vlogged because I just haven't really been feeling like myself and I'm not really doing anything, so I don't want to fill vlogs with pointless things, and I hadn't been reading because I'm still like adjusting right now, because that's literally my life right now, is just adjusting to how everything is. We opened a new restaurant and we've been super busy, and I've been working like 17-hour days, and I just haven't really had the time to vlog anything. But I actually did read, and by the time you guys see this, the review for this is already live on my website and on Goodreads if you're interested in how I felt about it. But obviously I will be including this in my monthly wrap-up. But I finally finished Long Way to a Smaller Planet, and spoilers, I fucking loved it. I'm really sad because I accidentally smashed it in my register at work. Pros and cons of being able to read at work. You can read at work. Con, you fuck up your books. So yeah, I have been reading this book for probably like 3 weeks now, which is a ridiculous amount of time for me to be reading a book, which speaks volumes to how I had been feeling. But I plan on getting a lot of reading done this week. I'm still working insane hours at work, but so I'm starting a vlog off on a Wednesday. I might include my cleaning footage. Like, I did a little clean with me thing last week, and I might have already included that. If not, I will throw it in here, but if not, you guys have already seen it. But yeah, I might try to do a different intro for this video. I don't know how this vlog's gonna turn out. We will see, but yeah, so I finally finished this book. I fucking loved it. Like I said, you guys can read my full review wherever you'd like. But I picked up a new book today. I picked up a comic book that I'm really interested in reading. My husband has seen the anime. I have not heard anything about this, but it's Cyborg 009, Cyborg 9. It looks like this. This is like the coolest fucking cover ever. But I'm really excited to read this because it's about a guy who kind of wakes up and he's in like a completely different place, and I guess it was based off of a manga, or this is based off the anime. I don't know what order they went in, so I don't know if it was manga, then anime, then the comic, or if it was anime and then manga and then the comic, because they like to do that. But I know this is like the third bit of it, the third version of it, and I'm really excited to read it. It's like a nice hardcover too, and I got it for I think like $8 at Half Price Books near my house. So I'm really excited to read it because I've been slacking on my reading and I just want something lighthearted. And the other two books that I'm currently reading should come as no surprise to you guys, but the first one is Invictus. I need to get around to this as soon as possible. This is our quarterly book club pick, and that date is coming up very, very soon, so I need to catch up on that. And then the next book that I'm reading, you guys will see an announcement for this later on in the month, but I was invited to do another reading group, and that would be Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner. This is a contemporary, is all I know about it, and I know this girl kind of, she tags stuff and gets caught and gets in trouble and is kind of sent to this place. It's like a school for the deaf, I think is where she's originally from, but I could be completely wrong about that. But I'm really excited to read this as well, so I'm hoping to finish out April strong, but we will see because March was a fucking shit show and April so far has been really ridiculous. But those are my updates for tonight. It is Wednesday, like I said. I'm really sorry that I'm essentially starting this vlog on a Wednesday, but what are you gonna do? But I am probably gonna include my cleaning footage after this because I want to be able to say hello, how you doing, before I just jump straight into a vlog. But I will catch up with you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I will have read a bunch of books. We shall see. But I will hopefully see you in, let's go with the morning. I've been going to bed pretty early, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna catch in with you guys tomorrow morning. Just woke up, but I was hopping on here. I was gonna wait until I got to work, but I was actually hopping on here because I didn't want to bring the entire book with me when I went to work. But I said I was gonna check in with you guys in the morning and let you know if I got any reading done, what I thought of the reading that I got done. I did actually finish Cyborg 009, Cyborg 9, whatever you want to call it. I ended up giving it 2 out of 5 stars. I think the storyline was really interesting. It's like these people that are stolen, he's obviously the 9th one, but there are 8 other people, including him, 9, that are stolen, kidnapped, and they are kind of tested on, and they are being made into this like cyborg army, and they each have like different powers, and I thought that was kind of cool. Sort of gives me X-Men vibes. They like can kind of do things that X-Men can do. But this is very, very old, so I don't know what came first, because I heard that the manga that this is originally based on is pretty old. But I kind of liked that, like the whole storyline. I thought that was cool, but I found the dialogue really, really hard to get through. There was like no backstory on any of the characters. There was like a little snippet of each of them. And I feel like this comic, I wouldn't recommend it to people. I don't think it's that great. I mean, it kind of depends on what you find interesting. Like if you really, really like stories like this, you might like it, but for me the dialogue was just really bad. Like it was really cliche. There was some like really stupid things that people said in it. And obviously it's a comic, most of it is dialogue, or at least this one, most of it is dialogue. But this is just the first one. I may try to read the second one if I can find it somewhere, if I ever buy it. I may try to read it and see if it gets better, if there is more like character stuff, and so like I said, it is just the first one. But I don't know, I haven't decided if I want to or not. But I wanted to update you guys on that. And then I also started, finally, Invictus. I am like, I got through like the prologue, I'm on page, I just started chapter 1. I'm on page like 19 or something, 17. Super interesting so far. Not at all what I was expecting. The first chapter, this woman is like, or the prologue, she's in ancient Rome or Greece or something like that, and she is watching this gladiator thing because she's fallen in love with this gladiator, but he could never know because he's already dead. And it took me a minute to realize that they were time travelers, even though that's literally what the book is based off of. So then she goes into labor and they're like on the ship, and I didn't realize what was happening until a little bit too late, but she ended up having the baby in the past essentially. And one of the doctors, one of the friends of her, is like, oh, I swear to keep the secret, and you're talking about keeping it a secret and who he's got to bribe, and like, I don't know, I really like it so far. I think it's a really, really cool premise for a book. So we'll see how I feel about it. I have like 2 weeks to finish it, so I need to get to it right now. But that's my reading update. I'm going to be bringing Your Welcome Universe, Cruel Prince, and Invictus with me to work, because those are all 3 books that I need to read. I need to read Invictus in the next 2 weeks. I need to be on chapter 6, I think, for The Cruel Prince by the end of the weekend, so that's not bad at all. And then Your Welcome Universe, I just need to read by the beginning of next month. So I have some time to finish these. I'm just like trying to get them done, you know? But yeah, we'll probably check in with you tomorrow. I might check in with you later today. I am just gonna read a lot this afternoon, so we shall see. But I'll see you later. Hello. Good morning. It is actually morning. It is 10:16 in the morning. I have been up since 9 because I work a ridiculous shift today. I work 17 hours today. I might not work the whole shift, but I'll at least be in the building for 17 hours or like not at home. Sometimes I get breaks in between if we don't need like 2 people working. Whatever. I'm here for an update. That's what we're really here for. I didn't update you guys last night because I came home and like showered and immediately went to bed. I just finished chapter 6 of Invictus. The live show for this is on the 28th, I think, and today is the 13th. It's actually Friday the 13th today, now that I think about it. Shit. Picked a great day to work a crazy shift, but I'm actually really liking this book. I like the main character, Farway, I think is his name. I like the whole storyline that he was born in a time in the past, technically, like on a spaceship, and they don't really know his birthday, and that he's like trying to be a time traveler. And then obviously something happens and that doesn't work out, so he kind of gets a crew together. He's offered like a job, getting stolen art, like stealing artifacts from other times, and I love that. Okay, so I'm such a history buff that the history aspect of this, like the different places and the getting different materials and things like different artifacts from different times, I think it's so cool. I just got to the part where he landed on the Titanic and he's trying to get a book from the Titanic, and it's so cool. I don't know why I don't know why this book wasn't on my radar. I mean, I know it's like popular, but I'd never heard anything about it, and I'm really, really liking it. I will update you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna go into work right now and get a bunch of reading done, and then I will update you guys when I have a moment to update you. But yeah, I really, really like this book. Hopefully I'm able to update you guys today and not tonight when I get home, so we shall see. So I'm on my 15-minute break from work. I just ate a sandwich. I'm feeling very good, but I noticed reading Invictus today that it's definitely one of those books that I need to be able to pay attention to, so I started, or I'm going to start right now, reading Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner, because this seems like a book that I can like put down, pick up, put down, like if I need to, without being interrupted. So that's what I'm going to start right now. Also, look, it's written in kind of a weird format. It's like interview, and it's really, really big handwriting, so we'll see. But I'm going to start that right now. It's also really cool because it has cool art in it. I think I'm really going to like this. It seems like a shorter book too. Let's see how long it is. Oh, it's under 300 pages. It's like 290. So I'm definitely going to start this right now and see what I think of it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. And then I'll probably read Invictus later tonight when I'm working by myself and I don't have to like entertain anybody or anything. But so yeah, I haven't read so far this morning, but hopefully I will read a little bit more later tonight. We shall see. But I'll check in with you guys later, hopefully. If not, I'll check in with you guys when I get home from work. Welcome back to the bad lighting of my office. I'm sorry I haven't updated you guys in the last couple of days. Well, at least not yesterday. Yesterday was my crazy ridiculous shift. I essentially got to work at 10:20-ish in the morning and left at 3:30 in the morning, 3:30-ish in the morning. So yeah, I've been really tired. So I didn't update you guys then because I just immediately came home and went to bed because I had to work today, and today I worked from 2 p.m. well, like 1:30 p.m. till 3 a.m. again. So I haven't really updated you guys. I think the last time you guys saw me I was like doing an update in my car or something, and I was just starting You're Welcome Universe, and I finished it. I finished it that night, and I am gonna give like a full review on it. By the time this goes up, the review will be live on my blog and on my Goodreads, but I actually really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure I was going to enjoy it. There's bits and pieces of it that I didn't like. I didn't like the main character. I thought she was really like hard to relate to and really annoying, although obviously we're very different because she's from a different ethnicity, different background. She has 2 gay parents, she's deaf, she tags, which I don't do. So, I mean, the relatability was obviously not there, but she's also just like, she's kind of a bitch the whole book, and she like throws fits, and she's like 17, and I don't remember being like that at 17, but I still thought it was really cool. It had a lot of rep in it, and I really liked that, but the writing style lacked a little bit, and I don't necessarily know. I need time to think about really how I feel about it, but overall enjoyment wise I would give it like a 4-star, but I'm leaning more towards 3-star for it right now. But we'll see how that goes when I actually review the book. And then today, because I worked again, like I said, I did read quite a bit of Invictus. I'm actually really sad because I got coffee on my book. Why do bad things happen to good people? But I'm on page, let's see, oh my god, my hands like don't even work anymore. I'm on page 215 of Invictus, and so far I'm really liking it. There's something off about it though. I want to say it's like the writing style or something, I don't know, but people always say like YA books are missing something, and I might do a video about good, like well-written YA books, because people always want to be like, oh, it's written badly, so it's because it's YA, and I think it's just like good authors versus bad authors. I don't know, I might do that video. If you guys want to see it, let me know. But yeah, I'm gonna shower and then go to bed, maybe work on some stuff before I go to bed, but I don't really have anything planned tomorrow, but I'll try to keep you guys updated on what I do end up partaking in, what I do end up doing. But yeah, so I will catch in. I always say that. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Oh my god, my heater's on. Hey guys, sorry I didn't update you sooner. As you can tell by the way that I sound, my allergies are back because it's officially spring here, and I mean like officially spring. It has been raining all day. All of the trees are blooming. It is a mess outside. I'm a mess inside. I'm a mess inside. Oh my god. I'm really outing myself right now. Anyway, we went and played Pokemon Go because, as you guys know, I fucking love video games. And I love Pokemon. I'm obsessed. And so is my husband. But we went out and played Pokemon Go for like 3 hours for the event once I finally got myself out of bed. And it was a ton of fun. I had so much fun. The only, like, we were getting ready to go home and we saw this guy and this girl, and she was in like the back of an SUV, and it looked like they were like playing around because she was like, you know, kicking him, like playfully kicking him or whatever. And I'm looking further, and but neither one of us have our glasses on, and we're not like blind, but we definitely can't see as well as we should be able to see. And I start to notice that it looks like he's like really going ham on this girl, and I'm like, I think that he's assaulting her. And we pull up next to them, and he's like really like, they're having a fight, and he is assaulting her in the worst possible way. Like, I'm not going to go in detail, but it was very bad. It was very hard to see. I had to pull over at one point, and I couldn't drive. I was so shaken up. My husband had to like calm me down. He had to calm down. We pulled up next to them, and my husband started screaming at them and at him, and I started screaming at him, and my husband like immediately called the cops and pulled over and got his license plate number and called the cops. And the guy, they were in 2 cars. He pulled away with his car, and she pulled away behind him and hit his car because she knew we were calling the cops. And then she pulled away, and ran away. He went the opposite direction, and I'm so shaken up from it. So we did what we could do. We called the cops. We tried to get the guy off of her. The thing is, you can't, like, we didn't want to get out of our car and, like, try to stop it, because he turned around and you could tell, like, he was on drugs, he was strung out, she was strung out. It was, like, a bad situation altogether, and I'm not saying that, like, justifies it anyway. It absolutely fucking doesn't. But we couldn't, you know, like, my husband has military training and he could have restrained the guy, but you don't know what he has on him. You don't know anything like that. Like, when he drove by us, we were honestly, like, I was very scared. My husband wasn't, but I was very scared of the guy. They had a gun, or, you know, anything. Like, you don't want to, like, get, you know, we did what we could do. And I feel like I would have liked to have beaten him with a bat to get him off of her, but you can only do so much without putting yourself also in danger. So we called the cops, and, you know, we tried to handle it the best we could. But my husband had to go play D&D after, so we came home and kind of, like, calmed down a little bit, and he left, and I kind of, like, you know, I'm just trying to relax now, because I'm very shaken up. I made myself some tea. I'm, like, just in my office. I'm, like, trying to calm down. So I'm gonna work on some stuff. I'm gonna do my review for Your Welcome Universe, and hopefully read more of Invictus and finish that tonight, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Like I said, I'm pretty rattled. Like, it makes sense that I'm rattled, but I'm not one to get rattled, and I'm very rattled. Like, seeing something like that, it's just, it's a lot, and it makes you wonder, like, what the fuck is up with humanity? Like, I don't understand it at all, and I know that it's, like, the life that they live and the circumstances they're in, and unfortunately for some people, that's the fucking norm. And I just, like, she didn't wait around for the cops. She fled. So, you know, you don't know people's life situations, but I'm sorry. Like, it was bad, you guys. Like, it was very, very bad. Like, to the point that watching a full-grown man literally physically assault a full-grown woman and then have to call the cops and then be afraid to get out of your car to assist, like without going into too much detail, that should just tell you how bad the situation was. So I've had enough of today. I would like to go back to bed. It's 7:15 p.m., but I would like to go back to bed. And I would like my nose to stop. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on stuff. I'm gonna hide in my office. I'm gonna try to just take my mind off of everything. We're waiting to hear back from the cops. Called on my husband's phone, so we'll see what they say when they give us a call back and let us know what's going on. Like I said, we gave them the license plate number. We did pretty much everything that we could, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get any reading done tonight. Hopefully I will. I got an ARC for a book that I can't remember the name of, but I'll probably update you guys later and let you know, because like I said, I'm planning on reading more of Invictus and possibly starting that arc. So hopefully I have more updates for you guys later. If I don't, I'm really sorry, but I'm having one hell of a day, and it's only 7 o'clock and I got up at noon. I was supposed to work today, but I actually got the day off, so that's really cool. I did a little bit of rearranging. I put all my plants in front of a window so they all got some sunlight, and then I moved, like, my cactuses down to I have, like, a cube shelf, and I moved them down to that so they don't get, like, direct sunlight. But yeah, I'm out of it, but hopefully I'll check in with you guys later. If not, I'll see you guys in Wednesday's video. I hope this vlog was slightly enjoyable. I'm trying to vlog again. I'm trying to get into vlogging again. I don't know how much footage I'm gonna have. I don't know how much of, like, actual vlogging I really did over the week. I have no idea, but I hope it was enjoyable either way. But yeah, I'm gonna go relax, and I am going to just drink my tea and write a blog post and plan stuff for tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you guys later tonight. If I don't, like I said, I will see you in, what's today? Today when you're seeing this, it would be Monday when you're seeing this. So see you in Wednesday's video. I'm sorry if you can hear my fan. I'm always really cold, and the temperature got down again. Also, I'm sorry that I sound like crap. I feel like over the last hour, my nose has gotten even worse, but I'm trying to read and it's just like driving me nuts, and I'm like super itchy at the same time. But I read a little bit of Invictus. I'm going to keep reading, but I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit in this vlog, what I read so far. I'm on page 223, so I think I just read like 10 or 15 more pages, but there's something missing from it. If you're watching like my reading updates on Goodreads, you'll see that there's just something up with the book that I don't know how I feel about it. I'll go more in depth in the live stream that we do on the 28th, I think is what it is. That's over on G on Booker's channel. I'll put her tag down here, and I'll link her in the down bar or in the description box, but there's just something up with it. Like, the story is really interesting. It's, you know, like, it's like time traveling, and it's really cool, and this like mystical girl shows up, and she's able to do things that other people aren't able to do, and she kind of disrupts their timeline because they try to travel into the Titanic's timeline to steal a book, because that's kind of what the story follows. They're kind of like thieves in a way. But her going there by herself without a ship, mind you, disrupts their timeline. That's all we know so far. I'm a pretty good chunk of the way through the book. I am here, so I've read this. I need to read this. I'm about halfway through. But there's something about the writing that doesn't really sit with me. There's something that's wrong with it. Not wrong, but like it lacks something. I can't really describe it. But I'm going to try to finish that in the next couple of days. And then I'm going to start a book called Failsafe by Anella Dean. I don't know like anything about it. I requested it on NetGalley because I heard good things about it. I read a couple of good reviews. It's only been reviewed by like 4 people on Goodreads, but I'm not reading those reviews because I want to go into it completely blind. But I thought I'd read the synopsis to you guys because I'm going to be documenting like what I think of it as we go throughout the vlogs. But it says, there's only one rule: never leave the settlement. Nobody remembers when human civilization fell to the living computer known as the interspace. Trapped within its massive expanse, what remains of humanity struggles to survive. There are no maps to the outer grids, and drones patrol the network. Escape is impossible. Except 17-year-old Sol, spelled S-O-L, can access the network's secrets in her dreams. The information comes at a physical cost, but with food and medical shortages threatening her community, is a small price to pay for survival. The supply runs are also the best way to prove she can still contribute, especially after her recent epilepsy diagnosis took away the role she'd been training for. When a grave mistake alerts the drones to her trespassing, Sol finds herself running for her life. She never expects to encounter Echo, a stranger who may hold the key to humanity's freedom. Together, Sol and Echo will attempt to reach the central core of the interspace and shut down the system. To survive the journey, they will need to evade drones, signal towers, and a dangerous enemy known only as the Override. Even with Sol's access to the network and Echo's incredible abilities, they may still fail. The interspace is always watching, and if they're discovered, it will mean the final extermination of all mankind. I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. It sounds really cool. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. You can pre-order it on Amazon for 99 cents, but it sounded really cool, and it sounded like sci-fi, and you guys know I've been like in a sci-fi kick recently, so I wanted to read that. I'm also not buying anything other than pre-orders right now, so I've been requesting ARCs to read because I do have quite a big shelf of books that I need to read. I'll actually show you guys that before I hop off because this is going to be my final update for the evening, but I decided to request this because it sounded like something pretty interesting. The only thing I have heard about it is the synopsis. It sounds really ridiculous and amazing, and the book doesn't really hold the weight of it, but that's okay. I think that I'm just in the mood to read things, like good or bad. I just want to try something new, so I did pick that up, or was sent that. The cover's also really cool, but I'm going to show you guys the shelf that I made, my little TBR shelf, because I was seeing everywhere people had like, you know, you have like your big bookshelves and then you have like a separate shelf or like a shelf on your big bookshelf of just a bunch of things that you want to read, like your TBR shelf. So I decided to actually make that for myself with this cube thing that I got from Walmart. I never shop at Walmart, but I did pick this up because it was like $30 or something. So I'm going to show you guys my TBR shelf and what's on that and what I want to get to. Most of these, if not all of them, are actually books that you guys saw in my spring TBR. So I'm going to show you that real quick. Why are you laying on that? Oh, your money's pop. That's not yours. No, that's not yours. That's Mama's. That's Mama's.
This is DeBella, my pretty girl.
Okay, so here are my cube shelves. I have, like, I told you I moved all my plants, so here are most of my plants, and I'm burning a You'll Float 2 candle by Lemon Cakes. I was sent that for Christmas, and I love it. It smells so good. But this is where I was telling you I moved my cactuses. But these are my TBR shelves. These are the books that I want to get to first in the next couple of months. I might read some in between. But these are all the comics that I want to read for Comic Corner. And then I put my Star Wars stuff here. I will always have these on my TBR shelf. I really, really need to read them. But yeah, this is my TBR shelf. So these are all the books that I want to read in the coming months. I added like Blood of a Thousand Stars. I added The Fates Divide because I just recently got that, a Dragon Age book. And then these two I was actually sent by Penguin Teen, and I really want to read them. Also, they have the really beautiful new covers, and I'm obsessed with these. I know people hate them, but I fucking love them, and I'm so glad they sent me these. Also, they're like big floppy paperbacks, which is like 1000% my favorite. But yeah, I've never read anything by her, and I really wanted to read these, so I'm glad that I actually own them now. And then I have like extra room, so I have like this thing. This keeps my like desk stuff, like my normal desk stuff in it. This is like lotions and shit. I'm obviously not going to show you that, but this is like my storage for pins, pens, you know, paperwork, shit like that. But yeah, this is the cube shelf that I got, and I really, really love it. So yeah, that's my final update for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you guys in Wednesday's video. I'm gonna go and maybe read a little bit more. Also, I have this shelf completely empty now, and I have no idea what I want to put on it, but I'll find something eventually. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys had a good week, and I will see you guys in either the next vlog if you only watch my vlogs, or the video I put up on Wednesday.